Let's start the party, bro.
Set the party, huh?
In the party? You good? You good?
We're, I mean, we're setting the party. What's going on?
Are
What's
we
going on
good?
there, buddy? It's your boy Lil Scopic, aka RGKO, aka Miguel, your
Shit.
host today.
You ready, Chris?
This is Heber, and we got some tales for y'all. Whoop whoop.
We wanted to start off with
Yeah.
we wanted to start off with a little passage. Because you're
We're
ready.
doing that right now. All right, bet.
This guy.
I so knew that. Okay, so
Hey, so,
sex.
Hey bro, you come down with your blast, bro. Fucking in. Your education
Anyways,
for a reason,
they act like I don't know how to read,
let,
guys.
let me just give this. So this is from a book called The Gene. This is a summary of the book. This is not an actual passage from the book. It's like essentially it's a page of part of a summary of the book, basically, and we're gonna read a little small part of that here, and then talk about it.
More like I am. Anyways, sex determination has been narrowed down to a single gene. All right, excuse me for that. Sex determination has been narrowed down to a single gene called the SRY gene. Peter Goodfellow discovered this marker in 1989. Simply put, if you have an active SRY gene, you're more likely to be born anatomically male. Determining gender identity is a different issue. In fact, many people self identify as somewhere between the two normative genders. Some identify as neither, and some identify as both. In this way, gender identity is non binary, and that makes perfect genetic sense. For instance, if your SRY gene is turned on, you'll be born anatomically male, but the SRY gene doesn't affect your gender identity in any direct way. Rather, the SRY gene acts on dozens of secondary genes that respond to environmental inputs and eventually work to determine your gender identity. Since these genetic factors are so varied, it's no wonder that people hold such a variety of gender identities.
Yeah, and so the part that I thought was important was the last part there where it talks about how the SRY gene acts on dozens of secondary genes that respond to environmental inputs, and those environmental inputs, determine your gender identity.
man.
And all that really means is like obviously what it says, the environmental, the things that are influencing you in your daily life, and a lot of that for a lot of people is obviously these social constructs of male and female, right? And so it's like it's pretty natural that you would feel masculine as a male, right?
Mhm.
Because it's like your
Right.
environmental input is teaching you that if you
I just think about like the first thought that comes to mind is like definitely my mom or how I'm being raised. Like this is a more manly thing to do, or like earrings are less manly. Like that doesn't really is more feminine, and I never really fucked with it. And as in sense like how this is gonna get into like Hitler now, like how like cause didn't I don't know if this is right. I just heard it like 8 years ago, but I don't. I've never fact checked it, but didn't didn't Hitler make the color pink more feminine and blue
uh,
more masculine?
something like that. I heard about that too.
I don't know if that's true or not,
No,
Who
but
the
but
hell said that?
well, no, but it might have not been Hitler, but it definitely did happen throughout history. Um, yeah, did you have thoughts on that? Cause yeah, no, it's very like
I fucking
it's a
hate
big
that,
thing.
dude.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so much because
Yeah,
I
it's
fuck
kind
with
of
pink,
yeah, fuck with
You're
pink.
right there, like I fuck with colors heavy, so and just to really dwindle down a color to its if it's masculine or feminine. Like some people be
It's fucked
looking
up.
good in pink. It's fucked up, bro. Like leave me alone. Like let me just wear my shit, man. Shit.
Right on, bro.
No, definitely no, but reading this, when I first read this, it kind of really like it was like the first instance of me understanding the difference between sex and gender, and I don't. And at the time, I was like, huh, well, that's what people mean, you know? Huh?
What was some of the main things that made you? Because I don't really know much about it, and I would like to learn about it. Like, what would be like some separations? Because you say sex and gender, but
Oh
what?
yeah, well, like I said in the passage here, the gender identity part is mainly determined by these environmental inputs, you know, and
Mhm.
so your outside world, you know, these social constructs, right? But obviously, say like in an age of the internet, you know, people are you know, interacting, you know, in the web, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
and so it's a free range, yeah, I guess, or whatever, and so people are like kind of, I don't know.
That's my bestie, y'all. Look
because
at
I
this.
think about how people view women as in like they can't do that, like just the environment they're in, like women are not capable of doing that as equal as us. And I think about in I don't know where it's from, but I remember in the Spartans or some shit like that. There was like female. I don't know. I have some really bad history right now. I'm just getting shit from the mind, but
Fire.
I'm pretty sure that females were in the same warriors, and it wasn't just this is only for men. And I was thinking about how the environment didn't view it as more masculine or more feminine, and it was really based on just the environment they grew up on. And
Mm.
okay, I made just a quick understanding of the separation between sex and gender because it does make sense. Because I was thinking back to what's it called, junior year in Mr. Crocker, and I remember him talking about this kid who was like, was he? Hey Miguel, was he like in a more pink room or like a more feminine room? He just turned out gay. I really don't know. I really don't remember it. But he was raised differently than the other twin. It was twins.
And psychology?
Yeah, in psychology, and they were like kind of
Um,
raised differently.
right. Okay, I do remember that. I don't know much about that, but I do know that if the more brothers you have, the more likely you are to turn out. Apparently.
Yeah, more likely to turn
Yeah,
like if you're the youngest, you're more likely to turn out gay.
and it's
Like, what
And
the
because
fuck?
of like it has to do with
the
the like
testosterone.
attacking testosterone. Yeah, like a defense mechanism or whatever.
So that's nature.
Well, I don't know, dude. I guess so. Well, well, it's also the environmental input part too. Well, that's not really related to.
I
Never
remember what
mind.
you're talking
Well,
about now, Chris. It's those two
never mind.
boys. I remember
Yeah, yeah,
they were
yeah, yeah.
twins, and like the dude, one of them was like playing with trucks and like sandbox and just like wrestlers and shit. And the other one had a fucking dollhouse and painted his nails and shit.
Mhm.
Okay, I remember now. They try to paint his room blue as well, right? Or like they were trying to like make sure that he wasn't gay or some shit.
I don't
They
know.
were not, they were like opposed to it. In other
I
words,
don't think they were opposed to it. I think they just said fuck it and just let him do his thing, and he just turned out gay. But
he turned out really. I thought he was like they
I
painted
mean,
it
I
after he
don't know if
came
he
out.
was gay. He was just more, in a sense, feminine.
Oh, he liked the color. Okay, yeah, that's right.
He just fucked with it, and we you and I just associated with it being more fucking gay. But really, like, I mean, it's cool. I really don't mind. It's pretty cool to me.
Yeah,
If I walk
it's
into a
different.
room, it's just different. Like, okay,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. But I just, yeah, that was my 2 cents on the whole gender and sex thing.
More than one kind. So, ugly ass. Speaking about sex, bro, but not
What?
talking about sex.
Bro, no way. Speaking about
Imagine, dude.
sex.
It's like it's that time of night, y'all. what's it called? So I've been taking my vitamins recently, right?
I was gonna cut you off. I was like, speaking of sex, let's get a prayer in there first to just diminish the value.
We still can, bro.
did you
Look at
have an
that.
epiphany taking your vitamins?
Oh shit. I don't know, bro. But I I've been taking this one called maca.
Oh, long game play. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Bro, you wanna share about that?
No, because I don't take it, but I feel like you should take it, man, because it's your subject. So what's up, bro?
What's your story, bro?
Nah, I mean it's definitely a it adds to your libido, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It be making you a little bit more hornier than the norm. And like it really makes your Jimmy go from like
But
4 inches to like five looking
I
ass.
thought it was
Huh?
supposed to help you tame it, like regulate it, not
Well,
get you.
well, maca in general helps with blood circulation. So, yeah, the blood circulates to your weenus a lot quicker and stays there. I don't know how this conversation got to talking about
But
this.
I don't think it would make you essentially more horny. It would just make you more like it would happen quicker. But you can learn how to control it. You're just like,
Agreed,
oh,
bro.
that's not what's up right now.
Anyways,
You gotta tame your demon, bro. Shit.
I brought up these vitamins, so I just little side note. I've been taking that, but no, that's not why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I brought it up because for the longest I've been told about taking my vitamins and shit. I've been taking them for a fairly long time, probably about half my life, if not more. And so I'm thinking like, all vitamins really are though are supplements, And so some
Yeah.
folks waste them, some folks take them, and so
Nah,
I'm just trying to hear y'all's point of view and input on that. Like,
what's your point of view, bro? What
y'all
the fuck?
take them or y'all waste them, or y'all flake
I don't
them.
think it's
Dude.
necessarily the case if I don't take them, but
Flavor Flav.
I have vitamins and I do take them. And
Look,
I
man.
mean, the
I,
one I mainly took was like omega 3, omega 6, collagen. Tried out some ice shit, but I didn't really try long enough to. I should probably take them more. I tried this mind shit. I think it was just a sugar pill. And let's see. I say collagen already.
You did now.
Um, I took these mushroom ones. I forgot what they're called, but they're supposed to,
Mushrooms?
yeah, there's this like cyro, I forgot the name, but they're supposed to help you with your lung capacity and like make you have more energy just by expanding your lungs.
One time?
one
No,
time use, yeah.
nah, you take them regularly, bro.
Come
Like
Where you
on.
get this from, bro?
I got this from this Walmart right here, and there's another vitamin store right there.
Oh, the vitamin shop?
Yeah, yeah, and I went in there, and yeah, they're like in the yellow. Yeah, I took them. In a sense, they just make you more. They make you more energetic, but I think I need to take them longer, like way longer, to see like a long term result. But vitamins is definitely something I'm interested in, definitely. But I'd rather figure out ways to just put it into my diet rather than me taking it, because I was looking into it. I need more B12. Completely forgot what the fuck it was, but I know I need it. I don't know what it's for anymore, but I know I need it for something. And
Supposedly for your mood regulation and
oh, yeast, like shit like that. Like I can find it in like natural, like just ingredients, and I can put it more in my diet rather than taking vitamins. Because I
yeast got
like
that.
yeast can help with mood regulations, and it's like how you eat can definitely like we're going back to like other topics of like what you eat, what you put in your body definitely affects your mentality, and like what type of vitamins you're taking can affect your mentality because this is supplementing the food.
Is that why you're happy every time you eat pizza? I mean, not you. I'm just saying in general because pizza's made out of yeast.
I mean, I feel like shit after I eat pizza. I mean, it depends on the pizza though. Depends on the pizza. But
You,
yeah, I would take them. But I
You guys,
definitely
you guys want to hear my take?
hell yeah.
You waste some.
No, it's just I think it's very short. Take your vitamins.
Do you?
Alright, bro.
No,
Then why are you telling others to?
Why are you saying take your vitamins? Why?
because I think it's important.
And why don't you take them?
Because you preach what you wish you could do. You know what I mean?
I do as I say, not as I do.
Look, man.
You hear this guy?
Not exact. It's not you
I
twisting
hear
my
this
words,
guy.
man. This manipulation. Looking.
Hey, bro. Don't be calling out his tactics, bro. Come on, man.
But yeah, that was my take.
Fucking vitamins. Yeah, I mean,
Take your vitamins.
wouldn't you like Miguel? Like, wouldn't like because you've taken vitamins for a while now, and I remember I used to be like, nah, bro, that ain't cool. Because I used to be like, I thought they were just pills.
No,
Like, no, I thought they were pills. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't
Oh,
understand.
like from
I
like
didn't.
pharmacy.
I was
Yeah,
definitely never educated on vitamins. Like from a young age, I guess you could say.
because like how much like having you wouldn't you look into foods that can supplement that? But they're taking your vitamins. Are
Definitely,
you-
bro. I have looked into that too, and un- it's more of a me thing. I'm keeping a buck. I probably don't eat as much as I should, and so that's probably why I like to indulge in vitamins and like make sure I get them, because if not, I don't know what I'm lacking. And so I have a multivitamin and also take some particular ones as well. I check what's in the multivitamin to make sure if it's not in there, I'll get it like by itself type shit. I'll try to see like what amount each and shit.
Mhm.
And so I take vitamins very seriously because I guess most, I say most, but if you ask most elders nowadays, you're gonna ask them, uh, "Did you take vitamins when you were younger?" They might tell you no. They'd be like, "But I wish I did." You know what I mean? And so I hear a
Mm,
lot of like older folks
mm,
be telling me the same shit. Like,
the
"Hey man,
regret.
right now y'all don't feel none because y'all so young, but wait till you my age, you gonna feel it all. Take your vitamins, that type of shit."
Miguel don't want to regret.
I mean, I got no regrets, but I'm saying physical pain, bro.
He ain't not trying to get in there.
I'm just trying to be able to like drink alcohol and fuck bitches at 100. You know what I mean? And like,
Oh, okay.
I just trying to get money, fame, and bitches at 100. You know what I mean? I can't celebrate if I don't have the right
Yeah, man.
libido, bro. Like I lost my mojo. Like Austin Powers up in the bed, man. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I lost my mojo.
But yeah, no, I think 100 is a great goal to strive towards.
At least.
You want to live to 100, Chris?
I think I'm making no problem, bro. To be honest,
No problem.
no
No
problem.
problem.
No problem.
There gonna be problems, rocky
Oh yeah,
roads,
definitely. But like, I'm talking like,
hardships, greatness, fun times, bad times, good times. Did I already say great times? Shit, but you know what I mean? Stand tall through it all, baby.
but don't you think most of their elderly advice or that I've seen on TikTok and YouTube, that like the advice, like what's the one thing you can say to the youngins when they on their deathbed and shit?
Yeah.
And I guess the one that stands out to me, or the one that's I hear the most, is do the things you want to do.
Don't
All
be
right.
like me, looking at us.
No, because it's pretty sad, bro. And
All right, bro. Go on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was gonna add on some shit, but you Loki wasn't done.
yeah,
Nah, bro. I was just gonna say y'all was gonna say we all three was gonna kick the bucket right now, and we had to give a message to the youth. What would be your message, Heber?
damn.
Wait, sorry,
I'm
what?
flipping the tables on us. We the old men dying now. We got shades on, man. We
Oh,
can't see the
okay.
sun. We old.
This is a
Sharon.
this is a classic. This is a classic Lex Friedman question that he asks at the end of every episode.
Don't say his name on this podcast.
Who?
And so this is advice to like as if I was an old person giving this to a younger person, like a youthful like our age,
Yes.
essentially. All right, so
Yes.
that's like might as well telling myself this shit. Look at that.
But what really
You,
comes to
Chris?
mind is what really comes to mind is basically really do with the shit you want to do. That's basically it, man. Like the people. Oh, y'all don't fuck with that. Look at
No, cause I've
that.
heard better ones, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember the impulsive thigh, and you're struggling to get a thought
No,
out. So
I got kind of something,
I
you
just
know.
put in a blank space for
I
you, bro.
get you, man. I get you, man. Um, I would say,
Yikes.
man. Okay. It's because I'm trying to formulate this. Right?
It's so clear in my head.
You got something, Miguel?
I have it all.
Oh, okay, you can go ahead. I mean, I
Okay.
basically
All
got
right,
it.
so
I was like,
I mean the whole. I have all the details on how this would go down. So for some reason, at this point in my life, I had been a very big person in this
Oh my
world,
god,
and so
dude,
I'm
this
going
guy's
out and
planning it
nah, fuck
out.
that.
This
Fuck
is
that right now,
story,
bro.
bro.
Who you are right now, bro?
God
oh
damn.
yeah, I don't know why I thought I was gonna be old, even though I brought it up. All right,
Nah,
so in another lifetime, when I'm 20, looking at us, all right, so right now, bro, I would shake the boy's hand. I'd be like, "Come here, son. I gotta tell you something." Shake my hand. He shakes my hand, and I squeeze it, and I pull him in. I say, "Hey, son, you listen to me. Don't ever take nothing personal. Always listen to your mama. Fuck you. Beep." Damn, something like that, though. I hope I'd have a few more words after. I don't want to say fuck you and then leave the earth, you know what I mean? I'd want to say, like, make a statue out of me.
Damn, that was like dying words type beat.
like you knew
Release
this
all my
thing.
music.
Like
Like you knew this
that's
thing
your
you
dying
were
word.
gonna
What's up?
die.
It's like, before I die, my password to my laptop is beep. Hell nah.
But
I have $1 million in the safe. The code is.
my message to the youth is,
You ain't said it yet? Oh, hell no, man.
bro, what the fuck, dude?
Man, the youth already too old to listen to this, bro. It's been so damn long.
So, my message to the youth would be a few things, right? Yeah, since Miguel was dying, imagine I'm about to die, I guess.
Oh
But,
my gosh.
so,
I'm a add on to that. Keep going, bro.
alright, bro, to the death, goddamn. Alright, so, well, mainly it's, if you know, the things you want to try out, then as you're doing those things, also curate your influences to encourage action on those things. Another thing would be to, the classic, challenge your beliefs. And
So basically, you're
no,
telling her to have an acid trip.
no, the last thing would probably be to, it has to do with,
Taking your vitamins.
it has to do with, I think it's, Carl Jung. No. Well, his last name is Young, but it's essentially his quote about, a tree can only go so far up if its roots go all the way down a hill, right? And so it's basically advice on like introspecting on your demons or whatever, or like your evil tendencies, I guess, and just being aware of them and like be good. Also, love is a big thing.
Dude, for
that
real.
that I would mention for just yeah, because like I think it's very important to, or just I don't know, just like learning about religions Christianity, like the main thing I got from that was like, oh, love. That's like big from them. After I figured out about their view on love, I never looked more into it. I was like, this is great, but so I took the love thing from that, and so I just kind of I view everybody with love, and so that's
You
super
kiss
important.
everybody?
Nah, it's not like
Doesn't that
that's intimacy almost. I don't know, but just if you go out in the world, try to give love to everybody, essentially.
What if they do something bad to you?
Have
you gotta
empathy.
understand.
Have
You have to
empathy. It's
understand
the
where they're
biggest thing.
coming from.
Eventually, you gain that love for them, right?
You
That's the
already can
goal.
already be open to it.
Yeah.
That's so hard, bro.
But that kind of stuff also goes into the other question we had, and the meaning of life, right?
Nah, you had.
No, Chris wanted to talk about the what each of us think the meaning of life is, or essentially to ourselves, or as a whole concept. I mean,
But real quick,
yeah,
when I'm gonna get off. I'll come back to that topic,
yeah,
but I'm gonna just touch on it lightly on. And even Miguel said like not taking anything personal,
mm,
and because he even said it, but it's very hard to go by it. Going into just listening to the person, and whatever they tell you is not a reflection of yourself. And if you're really open to it, and you just like give it love, the word love to me is like very like I guess intimate, but it
oh,
doesn't
to
even
me
make
it's
sense.
not at all.
Yeah.
Zero percent.
I'm learning to not to view it as all sappy,
No, I never. Yeah,
but it's like just this openness and willingness to hear them out, or just very empathetic in a sense. Just very empathetic towards their perspective, holding your perspective lightly and really listening to them. So it's hard. It's hard, but it's been very fulfilling when you actually listen to people like, okay, I understand it, and I don't have to hold this to you if you hit me in this negative way, because your life is your life and you're going through some shit, and it's very interesting for me. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real quick, but the
Definitely.
meaning
yeah.
the meaning of life. So I don't know who. Oh, okay, fucking Lex Freeman and Rick Rubin. They were talking about the meaning of life, and I enjoyed their take on it. But Rick Rubin didn't really say much, but he was like, Lex Freeman was like, "What's the meaning of life today?" And I fuck with that ideology more
Really.
than
I
the
mean, that's more so like what you doing today, like in my head, in my head.
because that's life, like
I
whatever you
guess.
do today is your life.
Okay, I mean, if you're focusing on the present moment, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So like I feel that's the meaning of life.
But also
Like
there's asking the question like what is the concept, meaning, idea of life? Like what do you like? How do you view that?
I feel
Because if you add a moment in time to it, the present, it's like there's direction.
I feel like the meaning of life changes through like periods of humanity, because I feel like I mean
Really,
that's very
that's
like I feel like in
might as well just
today's
say civilizations at that point.
I'm thinking like what if you asked that um like 1,000 years ago, so like
Oh,
a
okay, I get what you
while
mean.
ago when their main concern was just survival, and like, oh, we gotta get the rice
Yeah,
going, get the cows
yeah.
going. So that was like just to build a community.
Yeah, so it's very attached to the human understanding of this concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think what you're talking about is there's obviously the Maslow hierarchy of needs, right? As soon as that is completed, there is a shift in overall meaning for people, and
Mhm.
what I believe that shift to be is the innate creation that humans have, or creativeness that they have, and the will to make things, right? That's like I think that after the hierarchy is met, all the needs are met. That's like a big thing that's innate to life. So like that would relate to the meaning of life, I would say, in a big way.
I can understand that because definitely after the needs are met, I was really gonna touch on like I was like very like because the first the gut feeling just really just said create to create stuff, you know. That's the meaning of life because like how far can we go and just keep adding on to it. And not really like this is it, but just like the onward adventure on how far can the human race go if we really put ourselves to it. And I feel a lot of it can be like community based. Yeah, I keep going back to community and curating stuff for community, and I really fuck with that. So that's like I feel like that's will probably be for me.
I can see that, but I was thinking. I was also thinking from I guess a like simulation theory perspective. It's like, we're eventually gonna be making worlds, right, that are akin to our own, with different variables, right, or just variations, all right. And so, it's like obviously it's to assume that we're one of the simulations, right? But the thing with that is like it's if it's an ongoing thing, right? Simulations will eventually make simulate, right? It's if it's an ongoing thing, then it's like, yeah, this is obviously innate to the meaning of life, almost, or it's like it's a part of our function in life, and like we can't really stray away from it unless we die, or But,
Yeah, how you know that?
well, I mean, I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, I just I guess I'll have to see when I die, but it's
Sure.
just, I mean, I
You
don't
might
know.
not even see it.
I'm just thinking in terms of if humanity, or if our civilization collapses in a there's a lot of ways to die in space, from space. It's a dangerous place out there, right?
How do you know in the next after you die, you don't even get to see what goes on? What if everyone's just blind after they die?
Oh, I mean,
But
that's
I think we're going off
come
topic. I
on,
think
come
we're going
on.
back to the meaning of life rather than dying in
Yeah,
space.
Miguel, did you have an idea of the meaning of life to you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, I'm more of a science guy, so I feel like if you were given a one out of how many sperm cells, might as
Mm.
well just live it like it's your last, bro. And so that just goes to the
Like
meaning of
how lucky are you to
uh,
be alive? Huh? Look
it is pretty every day is pretty fortunate, man. But I feel that the meaning of life simply withholds the 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 definition of just trying something new every day
mm.
and
Experience, huh?
Experience.
experiencing and
And it, like kind of discovery. That's also innate to human nature too. Exploration too, right?
but
So experience
but
is
I
related.
sometimes disagree with that too
Really.
because I feel like stressing over yourself and like being hard on
Stress.
yourself can definitely come across when you have that goal in life is to always try something new or push yourself to
Oh,
to
I
be
mean, I
better.
guess if you're stressed.
So it's like a mix of the two of that and just like there is no meaning to life.
Oh, come on, that's
Just fucking
nihilism,
live
man.
it because
But
you
like,
lucky to live it.
But
ain't no, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of nihilism because like there's no
yeah,
meaning life, so you
I
can do whatever
get.
really what you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. There's obviously that way to look at it, but also
But I also feel it's. I also feel like there's you got a purpose to be here though.
oh, so you still here?
Yeah. So we all still here.
But I also thought of another big part of life, and that's birth.
Earth,
Birth,
birth.
and because in like in Adventure Time, birth is it was titled like the greatest creation essentially, and
Badass dude.
and you know, and I kind of started viewing it that way. And obviously the thing that goes, you know, obviously giving birth and like, you know, seeing a child grow up is a very crazy thing, obviously, that we haven't experienced, but it's something that, you know, the people who have experienced that and like notice it, it's like it's very I don't know, it's just a big part of life, I think. And procreation, I guess, obviously.
In a sense, always like creating, because that's like, yeah, in a sense, the ultimate creation is just another whole human being. It's very complex.
Yeah, dude.
Cause like, what
Yeah.
if we're just here to simply add on to the earth, bro? Just add something
I
to it and
mean,
then die.
I mean,
We're programmed
we're a
by,
product of the earth.
I mean,
We're
it's how the plants like reproduce, how
unless we
we.
came here from another planet, we're a product of the earth. You know.
Everything you know in this lifetime is on earth.
And everything after.
I heard about the like, you know, like silly theories of like I call them silly, but some people believe they have merit. But it's uh like humans came from a different planet early on and like, you know, came here type shit and like
You be thinking
Yeah,
we killed
bro.
dinosaurs, huh?
huh.
What happened to the dinosaurs?
Come on, bro.
I believe
Hey,
in
yo,
dinosaurs.
Chris.
Yes, bro. There's bones,
Yo,
bro.
Chris.
Fossils.
Yeah,
You know where Heber came from?
What's up?
Michigan.
Uranus.
Man, that's a bad one, bro.
I don't get it.
But yeah, I I I go back to that quote a lot. And there's this guy who basically records himself, and he just lives the primal life. Like he really just lives the primal life, making campfires and shit.
Mm.
And he found what makes him like what brings him fulfillment. That's really all that matters.
Oh yeah.
Finding fulfillment, knowing yourself, build a community of loved ones. Keep learning.
And you chilling.
I'm just going to the list of like what would I tell a little kid? What would I tell myself? You know,
And best looking ass. So, man, you're good.
like if there's another Bitcoin, you know, put
That's
$5 in it. You know? But definitely, and this can go into that's a very hard transition. But I'm just boogie out of
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
And it's about in this book I read called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, and it talks about writing a prayer. It can help when you are about to get into something you would like to do, or just getting you out of bed in a sense. And when I heard about it, when I was reading it, when I was listening to it, I stopped the audiobook and I wrote on my door that I am a vessel for all, and anything that comes in is only a moment, or anything that comes out is only a moment. I misread my own thing because I put the things that come out, so I kind of fucked up on my door. But besides that, um, really, and this can go into and it can go really deep in this book, and there's like about muses and stuff about how anything that comes in is well, let me before I get into that. But the whole sense of writing a prayer, just basically chant like a chance, like a belief that you write into yourself on almost coming back to square one with yourself, and like, okay, this is what I believe in. This is a belief, and this helps me. It's like a little bit of a reminder of where you would like to be with your life, or an ideology that you would like to carry on, and that's been very helpful for me. And because I read the book 3 days ago, 2 days ago, well, almost 2 days ago, and it really helped me. I read the book the next day. I did shit I really wanted to do, and but before I go into that, have you ever guys thought about like a belief that you guys would like to keep reinscripting in yourself, like a quote, but basically a quote that you guys want to live by?
Yeah, bro. When the storm passes, you become the storm. Or
No, no, no. I want to think about that because I don't understand it.
oh,
What does it mean?
so specifically during the hard times, it's like what doesn't kill you make you stronger, essentially.
I viewed it as you have seen the storm, and I viewed it as like, you deeply understand it now,
Mm.
and
Yeah, you're
so
stronger in that
Yeah,
sense
yeah,
too.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
like oddly enough, I related it to like a chart and like a stock chart or whatever. And like if a storm happens, like and like you really analyze it and like you understand it now, and so if this were to happen again in the future, you're more prepared to trade this, I guess,
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Were you gonna add another?
That's a
quote?
good one, Miguel.
Yeah, I fuck with that quote, bro.
Thanks. No, I think that's it.
Does anything come to mind for you, Heber?
Not exactly, dude. I feel like
What's the quote you like? Not something to live by. I just like there's some shit you like.
I like the Carl Sagan describing our planet in a video where it's like it's shooting from space. It's the first image of the Earth, and he's describing, how every single person you've interacted with, all the human experiences you've had, and just everything that's happening is happening on this little blue dot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world.
yeah, just a bunch of stuff he says in there is pretty inspiring.
In the sense that you're basically like the shit that's really going on is insane when you put into like when you talk about it. Is that in a sense like this is like a miracle? What's going on right now?
It's kind of lame, huh? But no, it's further on. It's something further on in the. No, that part is lame. It's something he says further on that I like. I can't exactly recall it though. But I'm trying to think of a different one because I know there are some other ones obviously. I think obviously the classic of Niccolo Machiavelli, the guy who wrote the Prince, classic philosophical tale. Mm-hmm. A quote from that book. It's like he's talking about how he's like few men have eyes. He's like all men have eyes, but only few have the gift of penetration. And what he meant by the gift of penetration is like to see through somebody's physical appearance, because the only thing that matters is what's going on inside their brain, in terms and like that's how you should be viewing everybody. And so it's like, and so the big thing to take away from that is like suspend your judgment on physical appearances, and when you're speaking to somebody, don't focus you just focus on their ideas, I guess, and their thoughts, and view them as a person rather than letting their external things dictate your judgment.
It's a good quote, Heber.
Yeah.
I fuck with. I'll put it in my repertoire.
I wouldn't tat it on me, but I fuck with it.
Oh yeah, I don't think I would but
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But I wanted to talk about this resistance thing, and I brought in the book.
resistance.
And
I was thinking about that.
it goes into the prayer,
Yeah.
because it was happening to me very harshly. Like there would be these thoughts on, and how Stephen talks about resistance is a really good way and very open ended on how anyone can do it. He was talking about resistance being the devil, resistance being gravity, resistance being just like someone in the way, and resistance being it's super open ended, and I really fuck with it because it's like 'cause I was having these. It can be someone you keep something you think that's good for you, but like it was just these very reoccurring thoughts when I woke up, and I was like, okay, like I can fucking see resistance. Like I can see what's holding me back. Like these thoughts, then it's becoming very aware of this presence or energy, and just fucking noticing it and just putting it aside and really getting on with the day. And it's like okay, it's gonna come every damn day, and you have to be ready for, in a sense, resistance, and what it's always gonna hold you back from what you actually want to do, because it's just something like, well, it's something very present in my mind, and I want to make a video about it, and how much thoughts can hold you back from just how thoughts are not really your thoughts. And it gets into some other shit, but the resistance thing has been very helpful just to be put out there in the air for me, and just to become self-aware of it.
I what's it called? Well, when you talk about resistance, I had I had I think oh
Yeah.
yeah, one moment. So when you mention resistance, I relate it to thinking that it increases like neuroplasticity and like essentially like gray matter, I think, in the brain because of like resistance. You're challenging, and like that's one of the things that listening to new music does, because it's like you're challenging your what you're used to, I guess you could say, and it's also like challenging your beliefs. Also does that, but yeah. So resistance is important. Or I view that as like, yeah, good for your brain, probably.
Because
And balance slash moderation. Yeah.
Oh, surely.
because like I've told you guys before, how like I've won the morning, but like, because the other day I definitely, like, that day was easy peasy, right? But this day I won, but it definitely did not go the way I planned it out in my head. Like in the day prior, I was like, I'm gonna edit this video I just shot. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. But then it just, your mind is super clever for it, because we're just very lazy in like our minds. We just want to go for an equal. If we have our needs met, we just want to coast. You know what I mean? So
I kind of disagree with that. Something I heard recently is that I heard to view that it's not that we're lazy. It's just that we have been entered into a machine that feeds us so many options to feed our consumption needs. You know what I mean? And this is to say options with like social media. You know, we have so much things to spend time doing that
I mean,
that's quicker and like just easily appealing because you can lie to yourself and say you can be there for a second, and and so that's essentially their view. I forget who, but and so I think there's some merit to that, but sure, maybe we are lazy though.
I can understand that. Yeah, you're definitely right about how many distractions we have on. Yeah, it's definitely a distraction. But oh fuck, what was I going with? The I really lost my train of thought. But was this? Oh, okay. Winning the morning and not winning the morning, or winning the day, because it's very clever. Your the shit or your the addictions, the things you put away, they will come up in like tricky ways and ways that you never thought will come out before. And it's
Evolution.
like it's just a virus, man. It just keeps changing on you, man. It's crazy. You gotta always gotta be wary of.
Yeah, life isn't static.
Sometimes, bro, when I wake up early and win the morning and lose the day, sometimes I just think that I slept too late last night. I didn't get enough sleep, to be honest. That's really all it be for me. I'd be like, damn, I low-key didn't get enough sleep last night. I wonder today sucked ass.
I feel I would more so do that as a kid and chalk it up to that as a kid, but now in today, like most of the time, I know that it's majorly not that. You know, I know that there
It's
are
like your
other
body,
factors that
bro.
are affecting, so many other
Going back
factors
into
that are affecting
vitamins.
my mind.
Going back to taking care of yourself. Go. Yeah, for sure. To each their own.
But that can get into the thing on because there's a bunch of resistance talk, but and and in the final way of because it talks about it is becoming this person who you want to be. So this book is I really fuck with this book because it talks about shit I like to talk about, but it talks about being an amateur and turning pro, and it's how you view yourself. Because if you just really put in a sense, a mask on or open yourself up to those just open up yourself to those thoughts on I am this person. It's just a new way of looking at it. So you just go with it, and in a sense like oh okay yesterday I was just some random. I wasn't really that motherfucker who I thought I wanted to be, but I keep tripping over it. Like I'm not this dude, I'm not this, I'm not that. But when you really set in stone and go out and like, okay, I'm a creator and I want to be this. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this because this is what I fuck with. And this is what is meaningful to me. So in a sense, it's just an ideology you pick up and just letting yourself be. And I can go into the other thing on getting out of your own way and letting your just really letting work begin because I mean by that is it talks about where this is like very putting different topics in but where creativity comes from because inspiration just hits randomly at times and if you're open to it you can let it in and let it out into a certain item but if you just resist it then it will go someone else it will go to someone like another mind and I'm very fond of the idea of we are just like vessels and some other things are just tapping into us like ideas like creativity from like in a sense a higher self being or and just zapping us with ideas and it talks about in the book that it whispers into all our ears but some people are just better at listening to some frequencies on like I want to build this like how we have ideas and oh someone else made it You know, it's like we can only get so far because we're all inspired by each other. So, but we all build on top of each other. But that went into a lot of different topics that I wanted to get into. But really getting out of your way and being open to yourself to creating what you want to create is what I wanted to get out of that. So, for my question for y'all is, what do you guys think creativity comes from?
Well, I have heard of the theory you mentioned and the idea that you talked about, where ideas float around in space, in the space essentially, and they enter our vessel, like you said, and and if you don't act upon an idea and you don't create the idea that you had, that idea can definitely go off to another person, because our influences can be shared, and that connection can be made in another person's head. I feel, but I do think that there could be cases where, like, an idea is so unique because this person is basically the only person who has these set boxes of influences that work so well together to create this special idea that somebody else can't really have unless they make those same connections. And so there are cases like that where that's something that's very, you could say, original, or the closest thing to original, I guess you could say. And then the kind of, oddly enough, that made me think about people that are going to be living on Mars, and if their ideas are going to be they're going to be together for a while, and so they're going to have just how their ideas will develop, I guess, without access to the internet for a while.
Yeah, it made me think about Elon Musk. How crazy that fool is, or how open Leonardo da Vinci is to ideas, or just letting shit come in and just like creating stuff on whatever comes through with them. Very, very, very open to the idea. I'm extremely fond of it, and I want to get in more into that as I get older.
Ideas.
Yeah,
So
going through what ideas. Going through what
What's
ideas.
up, Miguel?
I think creativity is a definition that I need to familiarize myself with more.
Really?
But I think it comes from your senses, bro. Your six senses.
I have. Wait, really? So do you have? Can you go further on that, or?
Yeah, cause at first I was like, well, you can't create shit unless you don't have a you can't see what you're doing. But I was
The
thinking, blind
vision.
people can make stuff, deaf people can make stuff. Hell, Helen Keller can make something.
Bro,
I got more in depth on it, and I was really
that's
thinking,
one
okay,
sense,
so it derives from your six senses, and then from there, I couldn't go no further, but I'm sure I'd really be able to find the actual origination of creativity, bro. I,
I
I think it comes from the stars, honestly,
Whoa, what makes you say that, man?
because the Big Bang Theory, dude. I think whatever birthed a star, that birthed creativity,
that's interesting.
is the originator of this, and that's just speculation because who knows where that mother made what the birther came from.
Well, it's hard to tell, right? Because creation creation is essentially, just very simply put, you expressing what's in your mind, right? In any way. That's what creation is, right? And so
Yeah.
the opposite of that is taking in influence, right? Taking in somebody else's creation,
Mm.
the world's creation, you could say. Yes, we are using our fire, and sure, you could say, yes, the stars are influencing us, and make us creative in some sense, but by the simply viewing them, right? But it's kind of a paradox also, because it's like, you're not gonna find the origination of this, because it's like it's a back and forth of taking in expressions and putting them out.
I can see where you're going from. Yeah, I see where you're headed. It's just I think you're going more in depth on that, but I see where you're at. Continue. I fucks with it. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
No,
not what
I
I
mean
was on
that's
about.
really. I mean that's that. You know, it's just that I express the idea. I think.
Word. That's juicy, and I know juicy. I blended a mango today.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You blended a mango today.
Well, not the whole mango. You
Where
know
you-
that
where you- where you-
fucking
where you
mango has a
finding
whole
queso?
seed in the
What
middle.
the, like the pelo and todo? Like,
The pelo,
You mean the
right there, yeah.
cascara?
Hey, well, so did you drink it or like what? Did you make the smoothie or something? Or, like what'd you do?
Yeah, bro. I was over here clowning around because I'm
Oh,
trying to eat
okay,
healthier.
for sure.
So I got
But you
some
having fun
yogurt,
too.
some
Finally.
mango, some
I bet you having
pineapple,
fun too.
some water, some other shit.
You lucky
I'm a
just trying to
chef
have
in the
fun.
kitchen, bro.
Just trying to have fun, bro. For
And so I made me a little
oh,
song.
and he thinks he's the best. Look at that.
Some of this okay got more sugar and
hey,
calories than you would
but
think, but
yeah, no cap. I was also kind of thinking about food just now, so I'm probably gonna eat soon.
yo, speaking of which, let's go eat some, bro, because I'm fucking starving.
I'm
Fuck this shit,
kinda
bro.
starving
You want to
too.
eat it?
Let's
What?
eat on cast. Like, pause, come back.
Wanna come back?
Look at that.
Yeah.
And plus, my ass hurts from sitting down so long.
All right, man. Well,
With that being said, huh?
those have been some tales for y'all.
I hope you have a good one. This has been Jhordy.
I
been
hope y'all
Heber.
have a good one. It's your boy Lil Scopic, aka Miguel, aka OGKO.
Leave a like on the video.
You ain't even said your name.
I did say it. You just didn't hear it. They heard it. It's completely fine.
They chat. They look at us. All right, y'all. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, all that love shit. And hey, man, you know we was talking about love, man. Make sure you use that love. We was talking about show us some love on the video. Where you at? You know, looking at us. But yeah, you know. Alright, bro.
How could you
man.
handle taking
This
these
is
off,
why. This is
bro?
why. This is why I drink every
How
episode,
did you
bro.
handle
Because
taking these off?
if I don't drink
Yeah,
in the
y'all are
episodes, I
longer.
do this, bro. This is why I always have a beer on me, bro. Good
Y'all
luck,
were a lot
Charlie.
more- y'all were a lot more attractive with the shades on.